Bojo, Tanse, Ani Bojo. Hello, Wache, Native Nation out there. Good day, peace. This is how far I got with my shawl. It's in the middle of the floor. I got my ribbons on, and I'm going to finish the shawl off today. Um, I really want to bring up this question of leadership and what I've experienced with the leadership in my family. Somebody had mentioned the Dave family is going to save the planet. Well, we're like any other family. We're just as dysfunctional and fucked up as any other family that's been affected by the wound. I believe in leadership. I believe I have a couple of brothers in leadership that are trying to bring awareness of the environment, but they're not any different than the millions of other grassroots people that are doing the same. Uh, I really don't want to put a lot of ego in that because we all do our part to try to do the best we can to make a better place for our children and our grandchildren. And no one is above the other. And it's just like any other family. Can you imagine if we prayed all together, how powerful we truly could be? But because of the wound, there's a lot of abuse still in our family, psychological abuse. Just recently I had to come home to somebody else's mess and, traditional stuff just disregarded and thrown in like it was nothing. And these are people's prayers. And, so our family ain't any better than anybody else's that struggles out there. I think it's the only thing is difference is that they have money and other people don't. And, money doesn't make who you are. It's just like my Isidore, who's running for Grand Chief, I hear. That's funny because, you look at the reality of leadership and it just seems like people feel comfortable in that place of and being at the top. And once they get there, they don't really do anything. It's still the same. Nothing's changed since 500 years ago. So it's an elite. It's become an elite group. And that's not who we are as Anishinaabe people. I've been very abused by my brothers, and it's not nice, and it's still happening. And these leaders are talking about environmental issues and healing of other things, and meanwhile they still keep getting away with that behavior, and that's not right. Like I could show you some pictures of Isaac Murdoch talking about saving the environment. Well, he left me here a big mess, and if I could just show you pictures, you'd honestly believe. And Isidore is the same way. It's they are at odds with each other and they fight among each other, and so our family ain't any different. I believe in the youth. I believe in their sons and their daughters, my nieces and my nephews. Uh, to be able to hold up a nation. I think that the Grand Chief should belong to a woman. A woman will never lead her people in the wrong direction. A woman, a grandmothers, they will never lead their people in the wrong directions. And a lot of our communities back in the days were functioned from women. Women made the decisions and nobody was out of line. And if they did, those women would put them in their place. We need that back, you know. Even when I come home, like I'm so happy to be home, like it makes me feel that I'm a part of something, I'm a part of roots, and we need to bring our babies home. That's why this walk was done. This walk is just the beginning. It's just the beginning of what's to come. And, we need to work together. And these men who have their egos stuck out like their dicks, they need to put them back in their place, and they need to really ask for pity and humble themselves to Mother Earth. Because with that sort of ego, you'll get more hurt than you will do, but then you will help people, and your true colors will show, and they always do. I mean, we can't do anything without Creator knowing, and Creator sees. And I just don't like that, being put on a pedestal. Like who deserves that? The only glory that it belongs to is Creator and our unborn, to be honest, because You know, we're leaving all this freaking mess to our kids and our grandkids. You know, people are only enjoying the prestige for the present moment and all the, you know, the fame and the fortune. There is no fame in this. You know, there is no fame to real claim because, you know what? People are selling off our lands and the pipelines and, you know, like the water crisis, the homelessness, the murdered and missing women, the murdered and missing children, you know, kidnapping, sex trade industry, like all of these issues are pending and they're never going to stop because they've always been here since the times before immemorial. We had to, honor each other's territory and tribes. You know, I talked with a young lady here the other day, and she's scared to come out of, scared to intermingle within our community. And why is that? You know, because of legislation and policy. And you know what? It's got everybody by the short and curlies, but not me today. Not today, Saint, and not today. You know, I believe in my people. I love my people. I love my family. But we're just as, I have an auntie over there who repeats herself. I went and visited her over there. And, it's so sad. These young men should be helping her. They're her young nephews, and where are they? You know, they're out there talking in front of thousands of people, sucking up all their energy. And it really disappoints me. I'm very disappointed in the men in my family. Don't get me. Don't say that my family is gonna heal the planet, because you know what? They can't even heal their own backyards. A true man is a man in how he is with his family at home. If you want to really know about these leaders and how they live, go home with them. See how they treat their wives and their children. That'll tell you how a true leader lives. So I think I will stick that in my pipe and smoke it. And I hope you all have a beautiful day and a wonderful day. And, I'm going to pray for my brothers. I'm going to pray that for the men in my family, that they get healed and that they, carry their bundle in a good, kind way, not for power, not for gain, not to get to the top. I would vote Elaine Johnston in for Grand Chief because I think she's a beautiful person. I think she's a beautiful leader. It's quiet here, And you know what? People just have a hard time, allowing a woman to rise and to. We always made the decisions, and I don't think it should change. I think that there should be balance. And you know what? And these leaders that do things just to gain power, that personal power, so they can have more power, that's not right. That's not what it's used for, and that's not what our ancestors set out for us. And that's not what I believe in. So I'm going to be praying hard for everyone, and especially in my family, for my family, my community, and my nation, because there is a reason why I'm bringing this cloth back to the tree, and it's sacred. These prayers are sacred. It's not something you just fucking shove in a box and downstairs with dog shit. That's what Isaac Murdoch did. Like, that's really disgusting. And I'm going to pray for you, Isaac. I pray that you get help. I really pray that you get help. Because you know what? That's uncalled for. Those are people's prayers, and people honored you with that sema. And this is how you treat people. So I don't want you as my leader, brother, from another mother. I think that you really need a lot of help. And I love you, and I'll be praying for you. And Isidore as well. Isidore is just as, these two are rivalries, and they fight amongst each other. And Isaac told us a story about the two brothers a long time ago. So I think that's come to truth and come to surface. And I think it's about time us women stand up and stand together, because we know we have the best interests in our children's and their children's and their children's peace at heart. And I think that we need to get up. We need to rise up. So I'm going to stick that in my pipe and smoke, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, because it's good to walk in truth, and it's good to tell the truth, and it's good to live and breathe and love in the truth. So may God help.